Hey everyone, we're here on Rocktopia, and we're going to do some tree cutting for looting skills today, but I wanted to showcase a little bit different area. Now, normally we hit this area over here, but over here is actually a reasonable area as well, and so let's get started. We're gathering the boards also. We're going to pay for a warp once we gather a large grouping to take it to Toland to do that weekly quest for the coloring reward is kind of the goal. And so we're going to need a bunch of small boards, a bunch of large boards, and I think we have a bunch of the long boards already off the huge trees because we like to cut trees on Rocktopia. It's a great area. Very cheap way to work up your looter skills and your looter profession, honestly. You know, you're going to cycle through 20, 40 ped in tools somewhere in that zone to get 1%, even up around the level 40-ish to get about 1%. You can get that for 20 to 40 ped cycled through you in tools, in which you're going to get about 90% of that back. That's pretty typical for us. And so for 2 to 4 ped, you're getting 1% of a looter level, I think is how that math breaks down. And so definitely at like level 4 to 40 looter, like a little tongue tied there. Uh, Getting 1% through skinning or hunting is going to be extremely costly. You're going to have to cycle a lot through you. And I definitely get 90% more often on the tree cutting than I do the hunting. And then if you're trying to boost the skills up a little further, you could use all level 3 tools. But that'll still get us those middle boards for that mission. It's 500 clicks of the basic butt joint, which is 18 small boards, 2 of the middle boards, and 1 long board, if I recall correctly. And then it's like 75 of the wood shavings. A lot of large trees right here. Oh, that was a nice pull too. 75 pack. And we can supplement the boards once we get onto Tolan with them a little bit. But the area is definitely not to the same level. And it's harder to accumulate a large amount of boards. Especially if a couple other people are out there tree hunting on that planet. And so we're going to try and front load a little bit. And just kind of bring it in. And if we have to grab some small boards or something like that, that's never been a big deal. But finding enough long boards definitely can be. The huge trees are pretty rare. but like alertness, perception, biology, dexterity, all of those are looter skills. And so, plus we're getting that athletics, which will boost up our evader a little bit. Oh, man, we're getting some nice pulls today. Then we're going to kind of head back a little bit and hit that area because we're kind of at a dead end right here. So then we'll just kind of work our way north and hit that area before moving up into this area. If we run out of trees, we'll see. I think we'll have plenty for now. Oh, someone hit a big deposit in hell. 2,300 pet of iron. And so we hit the outside edge coming in, and so we're going to kind of hit the inside edge and then curve around. And so this activity is best for working up your animal looting. It also works up your mutant looting. Not quite as well, but close. And we'll get at some point oh, there it is, a genetics boost, which is a mutant looting. We're getting into the vampires a little bit. And we'll just kind of stay on the edge of the vampires and work around them. There's the big analysis. That's kind of the big skill that's on the of the lesser skills, as I like to call them. Um, it's around 10%, I think, per analysis. All the rest of them are under 10%. Is what they contribute to the looting profession. Um, but it's nice to backfill those in and keep them, um, if not on par with the other skills, at least keep them in the running or to where they're not dragging you down. If you keep it balanced, you don't have to worry about whether it's a just a profession check effectively for the extra loot, or if there's a breakdown on skilling to where you start getting a better composition of loot. I know before I hit a certain looter level, it was just shrapnel. And it was just skinning that I gained to put it up over, and the composition did shift. And so I wonder how much is just a level versus how much is the individual skills, you know, or rather whether it's a tier check or whether it's just a straight like profession. Boom, you get this much extra. Because they have said it gives you extra. Was it 0.07% per level or something like that? All right, let's scoot the edge here so we don't aggro. Oh, these are a little lower level. On the other area, they're the ancient ones, which I think are like level 16-ish. I wish there was a tree cutting like quest on Rocktopia the way there is on Cyrene. Oh, I almost forgot. We get a little bit of geology as well, which will help with your mining a little bit, or help with your mining level at least. And so the skills you get is definitely relative to the cost that you put through. And so when you're using the bigger tool, the skills will flow faster. And so if you got the right skill pills, it can be worth it to upgrade and just use these. Um, that's kind of a big commitment. The markup on those is still reasonable, I think. It's come down a little bit since the last time I looked, but still reasonable. I'm not ready to go out and buy 3 or 4 of those. I guess it would just be 3 since I already have one. Oh, there's a little bit of zoology. That's also a looter skill for animal looting. Oh, there's a huge tree. Let's grab that one. Oh, it's inside. Maybe we won't grab that. We're not in that dire need of it. Oh, there's another one though. We'll grab that one. And we got a pretty good stockpile on the longboards right now, but it's a weekly, so once a month when we're on Tolan doing that end of month event, we're gonna try and wrap that uh, crafting mission in. That gives us, because it'll help us work up our coloring skill, which isn't super important for us. It's valuable a little bit, and it's something that it'd be nice to be able to toy with later on down the line. And so we'll kind of just lay the foundation a little bit, kind of how we did with the machinery and still do. But I feel like that's definitely helped our crafting a little bit, having all that extra machinery when we're doing some of those subcomponent blueprints. Let's see how we're not bad. That's almost 200 clicks in boards from the large trees, sorry. And I think it's 500 clicks for the mission that we're trying to do on Toland. So if we get a few thousand, that's a good start. Maybe not all today, but before we move it all over there. And so the good news is this doesn't cost very much, and all the skills you get are high markup. Broker tool there. No, the boards are more sellable now than they used to be. Is the long boards maybe not as much. Those can be tricky to find a buyer, but the rest of them you can just convert into nanocubes, and the amount of nanocubes that sell is still pretty astronomical in my mind. Yeah, that's about 100 clicks or so that we've gotten so far. So it'll take us a second to get the amount of these moonleaf boards that we're going to need to justify the transport. And we're starting to get weighed down, so let's go ahead and do this. Little trick we know. And since all the stuff is in the ship, it doesn't weigh us down anymore. And we'll go ahead and recall that back to storage. Then we can keep gathering. Um, I haven't bought the pit bulls like someone suggested at one point. They suggested those low trade terminal pit bulls for extended harvesting and whatnot. Which makes sense. You can fit a lot of materials in a pit bull, and they're relatively cheap if you buy them low trade terminal. And getting a high trade terminal one doesn't benefit you anymore. Like they're never going to take damage when you use them in that capacity. And it'll give us a little bit more time before we're starting to become encumbered again. And so that's most of the areas, most of the trees in this area. We would have to come out, up, and hit this area next to kind of continue. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up here today. I hope that everyone's having an amazing day. Hope this helped you out. Stay epic.